everybody. I'm the Peace Corps volunteer formerly known as Yunkupai, now known as Basiapai, and still known as Sea-Rod. I'm a Peace Corps volunteer here in Suriname, and I'm going to bring you around my village, the tourist camp, and give you a look at what I do in my house, what's there. The first thing I'm going to show you is what we wear here traditionally. It's called a banja koto, or a kosu. Hopefully you can see this pretty well. You can see I've got it's tied around my shoulder, goes down to about my knees. Got my sandals and my bathing suit on because I just came out of the river. Another hard day at the office, as you can imagine. And let's take a little walk around and see what's here. So out here, you're looking at the rapids, and I'm walking down what is called the Lampasi. It is where the boats dock, and then the people walk up. People also come here to wash themselves, dishes, and an assortment of other things here at the river. And hopefully you can see those rapids out in the distance. I like to slide down those and swim occasionally with the kids. So the Peace Corps here is at 3 different volunteers. I'm the 3rd volunteer. One of the guys likes to come out here to the island, as you can see off in the distance there, and he was called Kachupai, so I've called that Kachupai Island. And the other volunteer here, he was called Gunsipai. He was the first guy. He had grounds where he planted, and so the villagers have told me that those are Gunsipai grounds. And I guess if anything's to be named after me, it'll probably be the field here. I play a lot of football here, and I don't think the other 2 volunteers did that too much. So this will be the Basiapai field. And the reason they called me Basiapai, there's been several different stories. The first one was a lady in the village. Her name is Basia, or she is a Basia, excuse me, which is someone who's under the captain. The captain is like the leader of the village. So this lady really wanted the Peace Corps volunteer to be named after her, so she started calling me Basiapai, and it kind of stuck. Another story that I was told was that I was named after the Basia who recently died. There was an older man, and he died within the last 6 months, is what I believe. Anyway, so we'll move on. See a little banana tree right here. Gotten a few of those since I've been in the village. So some of my project work here is going to be at Tewe, which is these houses you see. That is the tourist camp here in my village. It's a pretty neat little tourist camp. We've got a couple different things going on there. They're renovating some houses, expanding a little bit. And they've actually built one house since I've been here. And so we're going to come up on that right now on the left. This one right here. And this was put up in just a couple of weeks, really. They did a really great job on that, putting it up very quickly. And they're working on putting up one more right now. And the cool thing about working at a tourist camp is I've had the opportunity to meet people from all over the world. I've already met people from the UK, the Netherlands, Belgium, Curacao, and I'm sure I'm going to meet a lot more. So now we'll go and we'll head off to where I live, see what's around the house. I'm next door neighbors with the captain and his family, who's right here. Hey, Captain.
Hi.
Hey, Cap.
Hi, how are you?
Hi.
I'm fine.
You have one OD for America?
Oh yeah, when you go to America, now he send the next one to go to America to give the another guy good night for me, please.
Okay, Captain. Okay, I'm gonna go pull on me wusu, eh?
Okay.
Katangiti, eh?
No thanks, my friend.
Okay, so that was the captain, and this is my house right here.
Okay.
And as you can see out in front, got a little coconut tree here that's growing. There's also a cashew tree in the back. And throughout the village we have orange tree, banana, plantain, passion fruit trees, mango trees as well. So here's the clothesline where I keep my dirty clothes usually. I usually don't wash them too often, so I smell pretty bad. This is the front of my house. There's a little paddle if I want to go boating. That bucket is where I keep dirty dishes. You can see the ball there. It's got some wear and tear on it from the kids who come by and play with it all day. And then if you can see this is my address here, NW8 Abbey Road, Suriname Way. And here's the little globe I hung out in front of my house. And one of the big things that Peace Corps volunteers do is they like to do what's called a world map. And so they'll get people in the community together and paint a world map, and it kind of educates people about where they live, what's around, how big the world is. Here in Suriname, there's some misconceptions about that. They feel that Suriname is very big, and so when I tell them how big America is, how big San Francisco is, how many people are there, they just can't even fathom it, because there's more people in San Francisco than there are here in Suriname. Moving on, here's the cashew tree that I was talking about, and we'll move to the back of the house. Back here, I have my latrine on the left and my wash house here on the right. There's my Duro tank, and that is my trash pile / lawn clippings that I haven't burned yet. So here is a little look inside of the latrine. That's where I do my business. And here is the wash house that I have not used because my Duro tank's only 200 gallons. So maybe in the wet season, but definitely not now. I enjoy my river washing anyways. And then here's what I'm working on, a little project right now. Trying to grow some plants. About half of them have died this week. I planted a little bit of okra, eggplant, tomato, and there's one seed, I don't know what it is. I'm hoping for lettuce, but it might be something called anchoa, or I think it was bidawee. So we'll see. It's the mystery seed. And then right here, these are some Rasta sticks that some kids in the village made me, so I was very ecstatic to get those. This is the back of my house, my back door. And then I didn't get a chance to talk about this. This little awning here was built by the last Peace Corps volunteer. Pretty nifty structure, helps keep the house pretty cool in the front. And just a little funny story, just right here. Came out one day, found a dead rat. Not sure what happened to it, but its head was chewed off, and I buried it right in here. And wrapping up, one nice thing we do have here in Goonsey, running water from the river. So I don't have to take my stuff down to the river and wash it anymore, which has saved me a lot of time and effort. And now, we'll take a little intermission and we'll enter the house.